Hello, I'm Zash, and welcome to my reading of Kira Kira. Last time, the school year is ending and it is festival season. The band and friends went to watch some fireworks, and subsequently were invited to perform at a live event with Star Generation. This is quite the opportunity for them. But the extra popularity has brought our dear Shikako some unwanted reminders of her past encounters. Hopefully, it won't disrupt the concert.
Oh my!
She exclaims. This isn't normal. Even if it was for a girl, it's still not normal. This is stalking.
I don't think so. This is love! True love! Do you know what a passion flower means in the language of flowers? A sacred love!
Karari explains. What's so sacred about this? I'm a guy.
That's why it's sacred!
You're nuts. Anyway, so I guess he won't be here today, which is good news.
Or maybe this is part of his plan to surprise you.
Chie teases me. If that's the case, then I'll leave the stage. Once the audience starts to come in, the atmosphere in the prep room changes. I notice people are gathering by band. They look like they're doing the final meeting. So are we.
I can hear them.
Kashiwara is trying to listen to the audience. With those bands, I'm sure there's going to be tons of people, and it'll be exciting. We have to give it our all. Some of our classmates and the second grade pair must be there too. However, Murakami is sick with a cold, so he can't make it. He was looking forward to this so much. What terrible timing for him to get sick.
Hey, don't you think it would be bad if the audience doesn't like us and it all goes silent?
Why is she saying something like that?
I think that would be more than disappointing.
Chie smiles bitterly. But if that happens, that's that. We aren't even supposed to be at a place like this. We just have to do our best. I truly feel that way. We can't do what we can't do. All we can do is our best. Someone told me this all the time when I was playing tennis. I closed my eyes to concentrate, but opened them immediately. Karari is looking into my face. What? I assume she is going to say something about me being a crossdresser.
Do you remember when we came here for the performance?
Yeah, I do.
But today, we're going to be on this stage. Isn't that great? I'm just so happy! Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop.
Karari smiles. She walks away while singing her favorite children's song. We're the second band to go on stage, just like Star Generation on the day we came. The first band, Yega Butter, is already on stage, so we don't have much time left before it's our turn. I can hear them from the prep room. I can even feel the audience jumping up and down. When the MC starts, the audience screams. They are famous for their wild performances. During rehearsal, they told us they had a surprise waiting on the stage. I wonder what they're planning.
You're drinking too much juice.
Chie talks to me. Okay. That's when I realized I emptied the 2-liter bottle. My mouth is so dry.
You aren't nervous, are you?
Maybe I am, but it's nothing to worry about. How about you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, eh? Where are Shino and Kashiwara?
They put on their jackets and went out to watch the show.
God, it's almost our turn. I'm sure Shino dragged Kashiwara.
Probably.
You didn't stop them?
They're having fun. This might be the first and last time they get to come to a music cafe as performers. I want them to have fun. They said they'll be back in time.
We're next. Where the heck are they? Then I realized I'm reaching for the juice bottle, so I stopped myself. I can't go to the bathroom in the middle of a performance. Besides, I might have a problem going to the bathroom dressed like this. Karari and Kashiwara come back.
That was awesome!
Karari starts to tell me what she had just saw.
They're almost done. Are you ready?
Our producer, Kenta Tonya, peeks in. How soothing it is to see him so relaxed at a time like this. We head to the stage. We pass the sweating Yaga butter in the hallway. Their t-shirts are red. Did they use paint? Or is it blood? I pass them, wondering.
Break a leg!
Hiroko says with a hoarse voice. Karari smiles at him. He is nice despite his looks. When we get to the side of the stage, one of the staff members gives us a cue to get onto the stage. I think we're a little late. Chie opens the door to the stage. We take our first steps and see bright lights in front of us. I don't know why, but they left the lights on. I cover my eyes with my hands. The stage lights look a lot brighter than the sun at the cultural festival. Maybe because we just came through the dark hallway. Because it's so bright, I feel like we shouldn't go any farther. So I stop. Then I hear a voice.
Shika-kun!
Karari is already on the stage and calls me into the light.
What are you doing? Hurry up!
Karari takes a few steps and then takes my hand. When her hand touches mine, I feel my body get much lighter. I sigh and then step onto the stage.
Come on!
Karari smiles and I nod. That's right. I have to perform here. Everything is brand new to us, but our performance is a success. First, we hear the voices from the back row.
Shika-kun, I love you!
A few guys call out in unison. That's our friends from the school. I can't believe they're actually doing this. I'm embarrassed, but at the same time, I'm happy. I smile and blow a kiss. The audience likes our performance too. Thanks to Star Generation introducing us, and also the previous performers warming up the audience, people enjoy our performance. There are more people who know about rock music here than at the cultural festival. The punk oldies song is very popular. The people sway to the classical punk number. I feel like rock music has accepted us. We enjoy every minute of our performance. The rest of the members feel the same way. After we get off the stage, we all say to each other how fun it was. After our performance, the stage moves on. We slip into the audience and join our friends from school to enjoy the rest of the show. Star Generation is the last to perform. When they come on stage, the excitement hits the roof. There are loud screams of girls. What they perform is exceptional too. Tonya truly is a great guitarist. When he plays his guitar solo, people just admire him with sighs. They have two guitarists. Sorry to say this, but Tonya is far superior. Usually, punk bands don't have too much technique, but that doesn't apply to Tonya. I know he's great, but Tonya looks like a completely different person. When I first met him, I had mixed feelings about him, but now I think he's absolutely cool. Maybe I changed. Today's show is over when Star Generation finishes their performance. We are invited to the after party. It's held at the restaurant near the music cafe.
Cheers!
With Yagihara's cue, we toast. Once everyone had a drink or two, they walk and laugh loudly, enjoying themselves. At the other table, someone is eating a piece of cake with Tabasco sauce. I never knew bandsmen got this crazy. I thought only athletes did stuff like this. Anyway, I can't get comfortable in this type of situation. It's not that I don't like parties. I think it's because I work at a restaurant like this. Maybe I'm a workaholic. When I see empty plates or glasses, I feel like asking if I can take them away. When I see people walk in, I feel like greeting them. I can't relax. Look, a party of 3 just arrived. The greeting is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say it. I'm a customer. If I say that, it will startle them. I have to shut my mouth. I have to control myself. But the next moment, I hear a voice.
Welcome!
A drunken Karari greets the customers happily. She stands up and walks up to the customers. They can't even stop her. She thinks she's at work. Look, the waitress is surprised. Gosh, she won't back down.
I'll take 'em.
She says. What is she going to do? I just watch her vaguely.
Hey, you guys actually gonna be breaking up after this?
A beet-red Yagahara asks suddenly. That's the plan.
What a waste, man.
He shakes his head.
You guys are great. You should continue. Especially you.
He points at Karari, who's back at her seat with Kashiwara.
Who, me?
Karari points to herself.
Yeah, you. Come over here.
Karari goes to Yagahara and sits next to him.
You're like a monster. Your talent is amazing.
Yagihara says she has to use her talent, that it's her duty. Then he gives her some pointers. He also praises her. Karari twists her body bashfully.
Hey, Yagi, is she your type?
Even when he gets teased, he doesn't care. He just laughs.
You already love music. How can you quit after a performance like that? The stage lights are like magic, aren't they? There's this certain dependency on them.
Now he's talking to me. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, the more he drinks, the more he talks.
Nobu, the drummer, explains. Yagihara continues while looking at me.
But you guys sounded great. I realized the greatest moment for a bandsman is when he first touches the instrument. It's all downhill from there.
Why would you say that? Yagihara shakes his head.
It's impossible for us to create a sound like that. We could a long time ago. You are at your best right now, and you can't repeat it. But we're not gonna lose. We can still do it too.
I don't know if he's serious or joking, but I don't think there's anything we're better at than Star Generation. Besides, look at the audience reaction today. There was no way we can excite them like that. Yagahara still continues. All of a sudden, I feel something soft on my body. It's Chie. She's drunk.
Hey, Shika. This drink is yummy.
She pushes the glass at me. She was drinking with Hiroko Tokyo earlier, but now he's asleep on the floor. Did Chie beat him in a drinking game? When we first started to drink, she was really worried. But look at her now.
Are you sure this is okay? What if someone sees us and yells at us?
She's enjoying herself more than anyone. Hey, Chie. I push her.
Come on, drink it!
She's completely drunk and tells me to drink with a smile, but her breasts are pushing against my shoulder.
You look like you're having fun.
As Kashiwara walks by, she smiles at me. She isn't drinking at all. All she's been doing is taking care of drunken people and chatting with others. I'm impressed at her good manners. Oh, I forgot to talk about Tonya. He's at our table too. I don't know if he's already drunk or not, but he just keeps drinking quietly. He's concentrating on the alcohol. Maybe he likes alcohol more than anyone here.
So, if you guys have any more questions or doubts, feel free to ask me.
Yagihara taps my shoulder. If you say so. He just told me to ask him anything, so I think this is a perfect time. I'm gonna ask him something that's been bothering me ever since I first started the band. Will I be popular with girls if I'm in the band? Ever since Murakami told me this, I've been wondering. Yagihara frowns.
Not really.
He answers immediately.
Of course, finding a girl to have sex with is easy. Actually, there's a bandsman who has wives all over the country. If you think that's popular, then I guess you will be. But I don't really like doing that.
Why?
Because girls like that, they just want the popular guy on stage. If you try to get serious, they run.
Even you?
His serious isn't normal.
someone says quietly, but Yagihara ignores it.
Of course. We don't have stable lives or a stable future. If a girl wants to lead a decent life, of course she's gonna choose a businessman. But I'm sure as long as you have the money, she'll stick around.
How depressing.
Hey, Shikanosuke, if you continue the band, there will be a lot of temptations. But you're gonna have to control yourself. Always remember, rock music is your lover. Everything else will pass you by, but rock music will always be there for you. There's nothing else like it, you know?
He talks with sickly eyes. Maybe he just went through a lot in the past. Maybe we can be good friends.
That's enough, Yagi-san. You're drunk.
Nobu tries to stop him.
Shut up!
Yagihara won't stop.
Listen, people in this world, they like to hear lies, not truth. I like seeing people happy, but also disappointed. That's why I get on stage. That's why I want to do both with this band. Do you understand?
He talks to Kashiwara, but she only smiles bitterly and shakes her head.
You understand, don't you?
He asks Tonya. He smiles a little. I don't know if he meant yes or maybe he's just amazed.
I knew you would understand.
I guess he took it as a yes.
Stuffing everything in is the best. A perfect lie can become truth, and truth a lie. That's just how things are in this world.
Yagihara goes on and on until the party is over. The party ends in the morning. We wait for the first train at the platform. I see many people who obviously missed the last train. There's also some manual laborers with huge sports bags and depressed faces. People are going and coming. We all wait with fatigue. Nobody says anything. We sit on the bench together. Chie, who had a little too much to drink, is holding her head while frowning. Kashiwara is letting Karari use her shoulder to sleep. Karari is sleeping peacefully on Kashiwara's shoulder. The white morning air fills the atmosphere. My head feels like it's all washed out from the alcohol. Why does this happen when I'm tired? Countless mouths open in my head and all start to talk to me at once. Usually I can pick one voice out of the many and turn the volume of the rest down, and that becomes my thought. But when I'm tired, I can't do that. All the voices talk about opposing things, but I just can't pick one. My self-control to handle the countless voices just isn't working right now. It's like I have a lot of radios on. I can't hear any of it clearly, but I think they're all talking about bands. Yagihara repeatedly told us to continue the band, but I have mixed emotions about that too. But my head is thinking about other things. Some mouths are talking about the curry dish my mom made last night. That tasted different. And some are talking about philosophy. It's chaotic, but actually it's kind of fun. I'm sure people would think I'm weird. Then I heard a familiar tune. First I thought it was coming from inside my head, because that tune was something stuck on my mind. Also, people shouldn't know that song. It's the song we made ourselves. I listen carefully and realize I'm not imagining it. There's a guy standing at the edge of the platform, waiting for the train. He's humming something. His knee is keeping time, too. He must have been at the performance last night. I bet he partied all night, like us. It's already an unexpected coincidence to run into a guy like him. But he's even humming our original song. There were many famous bands last night. I'm sure he only heard our song once. He's humming an unsure tune, here and there. But that's certainly our song. I poke Chie with my elbow. Chie looks sleepily, but when she realizes what's going on, she wakes up and tells Kashiwara. Kashiwara wakes Karari happily. When he notices all of us staring at him with strange grins on our faces, he suspiciously checks himself and walks away. He remembered the song, but didn't recognize us without our costumes. Of course, that's not disappointing. Actually, it's great that we looked so different on the stage. But how can I express my feelings to hear our song being hummed by someone? We look at each other with grins, even after he left. I'm lost. I can't find the moon pendant anywhere. It's an RPG called Prestoprenye I Nakazanye, or Prenaka for short. The main character is a student who lives in a northern country while he fights an evil to become the ultimate hero. When I get to the dungeon, the Moon Fort, I can't get any farther. I need the moon pendant to move on. I look around the city and get the information that one of the astronauts has it, but he's already dead in the space war. Next, I hear there's a pendant manufacturer, so I get in touch with them, but they already discontinued the product. I'm stuck. Hey, what do I do now? I ask Murakami, who's eating a popsicle while reading a comic book behind me.
Why don't you use the public phone and call the manufacturer?
I already did.
Do it again. Then the president of the company comes on and asks you to meet with his daughter Lisa. If you marry her and take over the manufacturer, then you can resume the production of the pendant.
I call as I was told to and answer yes to the question. Then a movie starts, and the screen shows the daughter of the president in a wheelchair at the wedding. Good, now I can move on. I'm happy, but the movie is so long. This is a fun game with lots of battle systems, but some movies are way too long, and I can't skip them. How stressful. I'm sure the creators worked hard on it and spent a lot of money because the pictures are detailed. I'm sure they want us to watch everything without skipping any scenes, but I just want to fight with the enemies and the main character to grow. It must be what's popular now, but I don't like the characters talking too much either. While I'm watching the boring movie, I mumble my gripes.
Really? I like it. These movies are so well made. I don't want them to be gone. This part is still to come, but the main character will fall down at the prostitute's feet and yells, "I'm bowing for all the people suffering." That scene is really emotional. RPGs need emotional scenes.
No way! Games don't need any stories. I want more battles and special monsters. Who cares about the relationships between the characters?
I guess it's the difference of opinion. Anyway, by the second time around, there'll be tons of strong enemies, so you'll be happy. Just hang in there.
Strange enemies?
Yeah. A rotten body of the Elder, and a dancing Katarina. And the battles are wild, so just hang in there and keep playing.
He goes back to his comic book. I've been at Murakami's house since the morning, playing the game in the air-conditioned room. I have the game unit at my house, but my sister's on it, and she won't share. So I got on my bicycle and rode it in the summer heat to play the game. Spending a day like this makes me realize it's summer break. There are things I should be doing, such as homework and prepping for the entrance exams. But it's a special feeling to play games while knowing there are things I must do. If this goes on, I may become one of those grown-ups that skip work to have fun. I feel bad for my family. Poor things. Anyway, I'm glad the special study session is over. I need to thank Karari for that. Maybe I'll get her some candy. Finally, the movie is over. I'm married to the daughter and become the president of the factory. I make the employees work hard and have them produce the moon pendant. I'm ready to move on to the moon fort. I go into the deepest sections of the fort, the princess's room, and I see the evil old lady who protects the room. I use the metal axe, which I just got, to defeat her. Her followers show up, and I defeat them too. It was a quick battle because I used the back of the metal axe. Maybe my level got so high from getting lost, because it was almost too easy. I check the old lady's belongings, and according to the story's request, I hide them under a rock. Trying to regain hit points, I got back to my house. Then something happens. The main character's father is dead. The maids are saying my brother did it. Okay, so I have to go into the long and tough labyrinth to defeat the brother. Before it starts, I pause the game. I take a sip of Coke. It's already lukewarm.
The next dungeon's boss is interesting.
Murakami was watching me play.
When he's cornered in the room, he tries to shoot you. But it's not your brother, it's your sister. She's tough.
Don't tell me all that.
I'm sorry, but you really have to prepare yourself. Otherwise, the game may be over.
That's part of the fun, didn't you know?
Do you think so? If I mess up, I lose interest in a game.
That's why I'm telling you that we enjoy games in a different way. I don't want to play anymore. I throw the controller away.
Sorry about that.
Murakami apologizes, but he doesn't look sorry at all. You know, I'm getting tired of playing games. Isn't there anything else fun? I lay down on the floor.
Why don't you study? You might fail again.
I'll do that later, sometime.
Who knows when that will be? Oh, by the way, have you decided which school to apply to?
Not at all. I'll go wherever I can get in. How about you?
Same here. I just don't feel like studying. Since the cultural festival, I haven't been serious about school, life, or anything else.
He sighs. I'm surprised that he was actually serious about life itself. But once we're in school and join clubs, we may find girlfriends, don't you think? Just what you wanted.
I'm not good at meeting girls in group situations.
It's unlike him to say something like that. I think you'll be fine. I find his guitar in the corner of the room and pull it towards me. I play while trying to remember the things Tonya was teaching Kashiwara. I can't play it like Kashiwara, and of course, not like Tonya. The guitar is truly the instrument to play. I didn't know anything back then, but I should have chosen the guitar to play in the band. I like the bass, but when you play by yourself, I think it's more fun to play the guitar than the bass. Murakami used his savings to buy this guitar. He brought it brand new, and it hasn't been that long since he bought it, but it looks like it's been used quite a bit. Knowing his personality, I bet he's been practicing a lot. How much can you play? He frowns.
Hardly any. I can't play like Tonya.
Of course, why are you comparing yourself to him?
I should aim high.
But that's like a beginner trying to climb Mount Everest. Murakami frowns even more, obviously with dissatisfaction. His problem is that he thinks he's talented. Actually, that way of thinking makes him practice very hard, and becomes pretty good at everything he does. Even at tennis, there was no one who could serve better than him. He once said that he wasn't very good when he started, so he must have practiced a lot. The only thing is that he believed tennis is all about serving as cool as possible. So everything other than serves, he was terrible at.
So, how have you been?
He changes the subject. I'm all fine now. I sleep well at night, too.
Good. I guess doing the band was a good thing for you.
Nah, I don't think that had anything to do with it. Of course, I had fun for a few months, though.
I'm just glad you're okay now. I was worried.
Sorry to make you worry.
By the way, have you heard?
Heard what?
Your band is popular.
What do you mean?
I guess you don't know. Wait a minute.
He turns his computer on at the desk. The internet?
Yeah, don't you read about your own band?
Nope.
I see. Then you're in for a surprise.
Once it's on, he opens up Star Generation's site. They have a movie of our latest performance. Ah, so we're on there too?
Yeah, and this is starting to get popular.
He moves his mouse and opens the postings.
This one has different bands' information, and there's quite a bit about you guys.
Really?
Yeah. How did you get mixed up with those famous bands? I don't get the name, the Second Literature Club, either.
They're probably making fun of us.
No. Actually, there are a lot of good comments.
Just like he said, there are some comments about our performance. There are a few I'd rather not read. but most are very positive. This is amazing! I'm so happy. But there's one thing that's bothering me. They think I'm actually a girl? That's right. There is a question like, which girl do you think is the cutest? Some say the vocalist, some say the guitarist, some say the drummer, and yes, some actually say the bassist. Yeah, me. Isn't she too tall to be a girl? Her hands are not girl hands. Her feet are different. Some actually point out these things. But there's one posting saying, I'm a student at OB Academy, and she really is a girl. What the hell? I'm sure they're just trolling. What for?
For the lulz. Anyway, it's amazing that you're getting this much attention. Are you sure you're going to break up? Would you think of doing it again after you graduate?
No way! Besides, it'll be impossible after we graduate. Karari probably has to get a job to help her family out, and Chie wants to really study for her specialty. I don't know what Kashiwara will do, but she lives in a different world after all. It's not just we are going different ways, but it's like we're heading to completely different worlds. OB Academy. If it weren't for that, I don't think we would even become friends. It's simply impossible for us to get together after we graduate and do the band.
So, the last performance was your final one?
I guess so. We might play again if we get a chance, though.
I see. What a waste of talent. It's unusual for a band to get this much attention.
I know what you mean, but this is just for a limited time. Things will be back to normal before we know it. We aren't like Star Generation. I know that very well.
But how do you feel about that?
I think this is just perfect as a good memory. I kind of wish we were passionate enough about music, like Yagahara, though.
Then I'll ask you about the band activities.
This reminds me of a class meeting from elementary school, remember? We used to do this after the sports day and stuff.
I'm thinking of continuing the band after I graduate, so this might help. Come on, let me hear your secret.
How could an amateur like me help you? I think for a little. It sure was fun. It was very different from what I first thought. The feelings I got from performing in front of people were something I never felt before.
Is it like playing tennis in front of people?
No, it's a little different. You think of winning in a tennis match, so you don't think of the audience. But in music, it's different. It's like sharing the same rhythm, you know?
I don't really get it with just words.
You're the one who told me to tell you.
Anyway, I'm jealous. I want to form a band too. Maybe I'll do it during this summer. Hey, do you want to join? Even just during the summer. We'll find other members. I'll work on the ads.
So you're just gonna forget about studying?
I'll be okay.
What do you mean? What if it's not okay?
If that happens, that happens. If we're going to do the band, I've thought of different things. We'll do more popular songs. And the name of the band is Happy Cycle.
Wait. I feel my cell phone vibrating. Chie is calling.
Where are you?
She didn't even greet me. This is odd. Is it an emergency? I'm at Murakami's.
I see. Can I come over now?
Sure, but what's going on?
There's something I want to talk to you about in person. Are you sure it's okay I come over now?
Sure, no problem. But what is it?
Sure, no problem, but what is it?
It's Nagoya. Nagoya.
Nagoya? You mean Nagoya in Aichi Prefecture?
Yeah.
What about Nagoya?
Yes, that's what I want to talk to you about. I'm coming right over. Don't go anywhere.
She hangs up. I don't know what's going on, but she sounded very excited.
Who was that?
Chie,
What does she want?
she wants to talk to me about Nagoya.
Nagoya? You mean Nagoya in Aichi? What does she mean?
Who knows? That's what I want to know. Chie shows up after 30 minutes or so. She must have run in this heat because she is covered in sweat. What do you mean by Nagoya? She doesn't even hear me.
Sorry, can I get a drink?
Murakami hands her a glass of iced barley tea, and she guzzles it down in one gulp.
Do you want another glass?
She shakes her head.
Thanks. I was just thirsty. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you.
She explains from the beginning. She received a call from Tonya not too long ago. He told her something completely unexpected. Just like we saw earlier, our performance is on Star Generation's website. Other than the postings, there were some people who sent in some questions directly to the site. Questions asking who we are, if we're playing somewhere else, what our schedule is like. First, I thought we were causing a lot of trouble for him, but that's not why he called. One of the friends of Star Generation, who owns a music cafe, called. He called directly to Yagihara's cell phone.
I don't know why, but Yagihara went on about things like how Tonya taught us everything, and how we're like sisters to Star Generation, and Karari was in a plane accident and picked up by the minority peoples of China, and that's where she learned to sing. Shikako's bass is a legendary bass created by a master craftsman.
What? Is my bass really that legendary? Murakami shakes his head with a bitter face.
I told you my friend gave it to me, but truth is, I found it in the trash.
Here comes the truth. So my precious bass is just some oversized garbage. I'm shocked, but I can't think about that right now.
Anyway, he went on and on like that. The owner really liked the story, and he asked if we could be guest performers in their next event.
Chie looks concerned. Did he actually buy all that crap?
Tonya-kun says he didn't buy any of it, but he still wants us to come perform.
He won't be able to pay us, but he thinks he can pay for the transportation. If we didn't have a place to stay, he offered that we could stay at the cafe. Of course, there's no quota either.
Even Tonya is surprised. He says a new band never gets an offer like this.
I'm surprised too. Why does he want us?
I'm sure it's because Yagihara praised us. Star Generation has a bigger influence than we thought.
So, did you tell everyone else?
Not yet. Karari's over at Kashi's house. Also, I wanted to talk to you first. So, what do you think?
What do you mean?
What should we do about the offer? We've already broken up.
I think we should confirm the offer first, not just hearing it from Tonya.
Tonya said we should treat this like an official offer.
I still think the owner believes what Yagihara said.
Who cares? This is a great offer.
Murakami's eyes are sparkling.
How would he know the truth behind Karari's background or your base?
Just let him believe what he wants to believe. It's just whether you want to take his offer or not. Remember, you just said you were bored of playing games.
But Nagoya is so far away.
It'll be a great vacation. He even offered to pay for your transportation.
I know, but still, I have to think.
Of course, this is like a dream. Star Generation recognizes you as a band, and so does this owner. You don't hear a story like this very often. It's like a success story. It's the start of the road to becoming a rock star.
We don't want to become rock stars, though. We had a lot of fun at the performance, but we have to study, too. What do you think?
I think I'm for it, if what I'm hearing is true. I'll let you decide.
I see.
Chie is confused too.
Okay, I'll talk to Kashi and Karari, too. If they want to do it, would you do it?
Sure, that's fine. I know Karari wants to do it, but I'm not sure about Kashiwara, because of her strict grandfather. But they both agree. When Chie calls, they answer without hesitation. The two on the other side of the phone get excited. Chie hangs up smiling bitterly.
Okay then, it's decided.
I guess I have to nod too. Once we decide to participate, Murakami has repeatedly voiced his own excitement.
I'm so envious.
I don't know how many times he repeated that line.
Why don't you quit school and become a musician?
Even says things like that. Then why don't you come with us? I'll be the only guy among the girls.
So that's what's bothering you?
I guess. So what do you think? As a roadie?
Sorry, I promised my family that I'd help out with the store this summer break. So, I can't go.
I see. What do I do then? Of course, even at home, when there's only Mom and my sister at home, I feel uncomfortable. If there are more girls, I'm scared.
You'll be fine.
I'm not so sure. Chie laughs. The sun goes down while we talk about our Nagoya performance. Chie and I leave Murakami's house. Wow, we've got something major coming up.
A performance in Nagoya. I still can't believe it.
It'll be great. I'm all for it. We'll just have to do our best.
That's right. That's all we can do. This is a great opportunity.
She nods.
But the timing is the worst. Maybe this is how people lose control of their lives.
She sighs. It's too late for that. The next day, all of the members visit Yagihara. He'd just finished his practice session, and when he heard that we want to take the offer, he called the owner of the music cafe in Nagoya.
In Nagoya, the number of bandsmen is decreasing, but the number of music cafes is increasing. So there's a shortage of good acts.
I see. I didn't know that. That's why he wants a band from Tokyo?
But if the band's no good, they won't call. I'm glad I had you perform in our event as a guest performer.
He smiles. Punk rockers are supposed to be antisocial, but he is so kind and generous. By the way, did you explain to him about the legendary instruments in Kurari? I ask.
Why don't you perform with that story? I'm sure people will laugh about it.
He laughs. He doesn't seem to care.
I was born and raised in Tokyo. I don't even know how to speak Chinese.
Kurari protests, but he just laughs.
By the way, if you're going as far as Nagoya, why don't you just stay down there for a while? What if you devoted your entire summer to the band?
This casual suggestion is about to change our summer completely.
Spend more time?
Sure, you're taking all the equipment and stuff, aren't you? Then why not stop by Osaka or Kyoto? You can do some street performances, or perform in some of the music cafes in the area. Don't forget to do some sightseeing too. Why don't you organize the entire tour like that?
A performance? Osaka! Takoyaki! Okonomiyaki!
Kurari is about to drool. Does she think live performances equal food?
The timing is great. There are a lot of events during the summer. You can even watch other bands if you want. I can make some calls to music cafes I know. Oh, does anyone have a license?
I do.
We already talked about that at Murakami's house yesterday. If things are set, we'll borrow Murakami's parents' van, and Chie is going to drive.
Then you're all set. Maybe this came out of the blue, but a lot of musicians start with a tour like this. You go everywhere to perform all the time.
That's too wild.
Chie mutters seriously. Wild?
Yeah, because, it's so intriguing. But this isn't the time for us to be doing things like this.
Yagihara laughs happily.
Maybe studying's the same, but you can only do this now. You go through a lot and experience a lot. Things might not go as smoothly as you think in Nagoya.
He pauses and looks at each of our faces.
It's not easy performing in a different region. There isn't a familiar staff that can help you out. The audience will be different too. When you're together 24/7, sometimes friction can develop between the members. You'll face a lot of challenges, but that's half the fun.
Challenges, huh? I don't know if we can do that. We don't have such a tight bond. Yagihara smiles bitterly.
Then why don't you just go to Nagoya first, then think about it? If you run into trouble, you can just call me.
He looks happy that we are enthusiastic about this. I ask him about one thing that's been bothering me. Why are you being so kind to us? Then he answers half seriously and half jokingly.
Is that what you think? I'm not being nice or generous at all. I just don't want that talent to be wasted. There's been a lot of depressing news lately, so seeing someone who can make some cheerful news gives me hope, even if it doesn't directly concern me.
The concert went well, and I'm glad that Onda didn't crash the concert or the after party looking for Shikako. He seems a touch unhinged, and drunk people at the after party might have let things slip. But they are getting noticed and invited to another venue to perform, which is quite amazing. This could be their big break, or an early flameout. Time will tell.